My man, I should say I can sell anything. Even this, I can sell it.
I like the empty glass.
Empty, I can sell this. What is important is the mindset.
Yes.
I always tell people, it's the mindset that you have. If you have the right mindset and you believe in something, you can literally sell anything.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Sessions, a video podcast brought to you by Pro Studio, where we discuss an entrepreneur's business life and while we edit, some social media as well. So hey guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of Sessions. Today I'm joined by the one and only Zulu Boy, straight out of Namibia.
Hi, good day.
The man with the hottest socks in town right now.
Hot socks, right in time for winter, eh?
Very well, man. How's it? Thank you so much for having me here.
No worries. Pleasure having you on. Yeah, man, I want to start actually right away into the episode.
Yes.
My first question is, can you give us a bit of your background? Where do you come from? A 10-15 minutes, just a quick section.
My name is Zulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, my real name is Shikulo, but I like it to keep it as Zulu because the Pinya's name is always complicated with a lot of people. So the reason why I call myself Zulu is because I was in South Africa for a while and they thought I was Zulu. And I was like, oh, cool, great. Yeah, like, oh, Zulu. Okay, let me be Zulu then. I grew up in the northern part of Namibia, a town called Onaina. We also have the dog, Shashu is also from there.
Yeah.
So from there I came to Windhoek. I did my primary here.
Yeah.
And then I went to the north and then I came back for my university and then I stayed here for, yeah.
Since when did you actually get into the idea of starting your socks business? Or can you elaborate a little bit on how did you actually start with?
Well, the whole
you selling socks?
Yes. The whole idea was I was a fan of happy socks. So initially then I was like, nah, man, I can't always be buying brands that I can't appreciate so much. So, and then we met up with my partner Carlos at an event. And then we're like, oh, why can't we come up with something cool that, I could design and then, start up with, it's a brand that everybody would love to do because everybody's doing t-shirts, everybody's doing
shoes,
shoes, hoodies. Yeah. I was like, nah, let me do something extraordinary because I like to stand out. Even my dressing code, I like attention. So.
Yes,
good attention.
Good attention is never bad.
So I was like, no, I want to start up something that people will love to appreciate, something you'd want to wear every day. Because obviously everybody wears socks every day. Some sleep with socks, some wear 3 times, like go to the gym and then come to work and then, yeah.
Some people lose their socks all the time.
Exactly. And everybody's always complaining.
Some people have dogs who eat their socks.
Like somebody comes to me, Zulu, somebody stole my socks. What should we do? Should get a free pair? I'm like, no, that's your problem. That's not my problem. So, yeah.
Tell me, you've always been the socks man, I guess, then from childhood. You've always been interested in socks, or is it more the clothing part?
No, the whole thing is that I follow a movement called Denti. It's like wearing a classic way. So that whole thing came in with the whole socks because if you're a Denti man, you have to wear with socks and you have to have that style. Yeah. It's like a vintage look. So that's how it started. And then I love the socks. Every day I wore socks. I have like 20 pairs of socks. Yes. It's like a collection. I wish I could,
But you wear those or is it just your collection?
Yes, definitely every day.
Like we have cameras over here.
Every day, when I build my house, probably I would even want to have a frame of all the socks in the whole house.
Do you have a specific favorite pair of socks?
All is my favorite. All is my favorite, I should say. Yeah, I don't really have a special one. Everything is special for me. Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little bit? How long has that journey been? Is it like an overnight thing? Was it 1 year? Was it 10 years?
The whole thing, this is how it started. Before I finished when I finished my high school, I went to a university called IUM. When I finished school, I thought I was the IT guy. I loved computers and all that. And I thought like, okay, this could be cool for me. When I went to the IT industry, it was too tough for me. I was like, no, I can't deal with the math and all that. I think I started to develop that whole creative thing in me. I went to UNAM, University of Namibia. I did my visual art there. Throughout those 4 years, it was like a week for me because I enjoyed the whole area. I enjoyed everybody. I enjoyed what I love. And then I started creating. After my university, I started working for a few people. And then I started creating. I just started creating.
You're also an artist, right? So
yes, I'm a musician. I'm a painter. I'm a photographer.
Yeah.
Well, anything.
Yeah, so
I'm a sculptor. Anything that is in the whole art. I do my clothes also. Well,
So you're also your own designer? So
Yes,
to say? You
yes.
design it. You basically,
Yes.
I think you're already hustling from
Yes,
beginning to
yes,
end. You put the
definitely.
design in.
So the
and
whole
then-
thing, the whole package, I think I'm that special package.
Yeah.
The whole concept that I have is that I don't want to stop myself from doing stuff.
Yes, you should
You understand? And I want to create more. I've ideas of even doing sculptures for towns and all those kind of things.
May I ask in that regard, is it
Yes.
something that you had from a kid already? That you always
Yeah,
you could maybe call, okay,
yeah.
this is the soccer kid, this is the sugar kid, this
Yeah.
is the creative kid.
Yeah, definitely. When I was young, I used to love drawing, but then I didn't develop because the system that we had at school is that we are not allowed more to do more arts, so which limited me.
Yes.
Only after my grade 12, I wanted to explore, and then that's how I found my passion.
You tell
Yeah.
me, when you went to study,
Mm.
you first initially studied IT, and
Yes.
then was that your choice?
Yes, it was my choice.
Okay.
Because from high school, I thought I was the IT guy. I loved computers.
All the gold.
Yeah,
IT
I loved
guy.
computers. Initially, I used to help everybody in the class when
Yeah.
it comes to computer class. And then I thought, no, man, the 0 and 1, I can't deal. The binary 0 and 1, I can't deal. I don't, no. Then I decided, no, let me at least get more expressive. Because with art, you are very expressive. What you think is right, and then that's how I got it. And it allows me to be flexible. It allows me to be who I am. Because when I started, even with the whole clothing line, when I used to dress in a vintage way, people were like, "Why do you dress like that?"
Yeah, that's
they thought
actually-
it was funny. It was not cool.
Yes.
But for me, I felt I'm at home when I'm dressing like this. I feel
Yeah.
You
That's actually what I wanted to
Yeah.
ask you. How did
Yeah.
it start? How did it actually go from you being an IT guy to now selling socks?
Well, I think I just had a passion, but it didn't come out. So then I had to rediscover myself. And I think a lot of people don't do that. For example, when a lot of kids from high school, I always suggest people to have a break year, off year, just to rediscover yourself, because it took me almost a year to rediscover myself. And I was like, oh, cool, I think I like this. And then I went with the flow. It was like everything for me, it comes in with the flow. I don't force things.
No.
I don't force things. It just comes in, boom, then I create. So I don't stop creating. That's how, yeah.
What actually inspired you with your first designs? And how did you get to the color effects? How did you come up with, I think I saw some socks and the first thing was
Yes.
the Namibian flag on it.
Yes.
And then you had a mix-up. Then I
Yes.
saw you were shooting with Gondwana collection. You had now a Gondwana style, but your range is so big. How did you get into
the whole
it?
idea is, I told Carlos that I want to do a socks that represents us. The first idea was the Odelela print. And so the whole idea is, we wanted to tell a story. Because mostly when you are in Europe or wherever, we mostly wear the Odelela colors. Is mostly, So we started with that. The first design, we had our name on top. It didn't quite go out well. And that's why we have our brand at the bottom, because it's more.
Yeah, but you still want the brand in it, but then maybe just replace it.
The whole thing
at
is
a
that
different
if you
position.
know, you know. If you see Happy Socks, you know it's Happy Socks.
Yes.
So we are trying also to bring in that culture where people should try to understand things and learn things. So if they know this Gweri socks, they should probably have a link okay, that should be Gweri socks.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And you also don't want to be 1960s advertisement in your face. It's more subconscious.
So
and you're
we want you
some way slick in
to
there.
have that thing oh, whose socks are those? Oh, what we want you to have that thing in you, so that you check, I think those are Gweri socks. Oh, are you sure? You understand? So it helps us become a brand where we're just not putting it out there, but we want you to get to know the brand. We have a collection called Gweri Vintage Collection. Under that Gweri Vintage Collection, we have divisions of products, which the Gweri socks was the first product. So we are also working on our clothes. The reason why we are doing this is because we want to be all out there. You understand?
Exactly.
We have
So like I said, your socks was just the first part of it.
The first baby.
To see how
There's
it works,
more babies
touch the
coming.
market a bit.
There's more babies coming.
Yes, yeah.
So we have a lot of...
I like the hustle, man. I like...
No, the whole thing is that we always try to limit ourselves. I always tell people, never limit yourself. South African brands are doing quite well. European brands are doing quite well.
Yes, and we are sick of them.
Exactly. Brands. Why should we stop ourselves? We want also to be appreciated as everybody. I want you to have a cup with my name on, you understand? Why should we go buy other stuff from where we don't know their story?
Talent is more than actually excellent.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Challenges do you see with selling socks in Namibia? What do you face on a daily basis?
Well, the challenges is the price. The price. A lot of people don't understand the whole pricing thing. Because we are at the standard where we are the same level as Happy Socks, you understand? And then people ask...
With quality-wise, you mean now?
Yeah, also with the quality-wise, yes. For example, Happy Socks is... I'm not trying to compare, but...
No, 100%.
Okay?
Yeah. But I'm
just trying to give an example. For example, Happy Socks are 180. And they have this fashionable socks, and they have their own story. So, in a way, we want to educate our people that, listen here, this is what the world is doing. We also in the same line. That's why our prices are like this, and also what the material that is executing the socks. So the price, some says, why is it expensive? Well, it's special socks.
And they look nice.
Yeah, exactly.
They have great designs.
Exactly. Special socks, and so that's, I think, the most
difficult part. Yeah,
difficult part.
But aside maybe from the price range, I can see that you're obviously growing quite quick in the industry, using social media marketing.
Definitely.
And the Namibians are like appreciating what you do. And
definitely. And also one thing, getting the right shop to sell.
Yes.
It's also a challenge.
Location.
The first batches we used to deliver to our clients for free. They don't have to pay for it. But then it became also a bit of challenging because now we have so many orders, and we also have other office work we have to do, and so it became also a challenge for us. Obviously, the good thing, we got Nectars on board to come and sell our socks.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yes, we also got Godwana lodges to come and sell to sell for us outside Windhoek. We also courier like outside Windhoek, but currently we are trying maybe to get enough money to build our own shop one day, because one day we want to also have our own establishment.
Exactly. Yeah, you should have a little franchise, a little branch.
On that, how big is your team currently?
Currently we are 4.
4 people.
Yes, 4. We are currently 4.
Hustling day and night.
So we are more, me and my partner are more on the managing, but we also have people at the office that works for us, and try and push us when we are not available. They are there to help us here and there. Yeah, but we are trying to build a team that is, we have a young team.
Yeah.
All we want is to have a young team, bring in people, because everybody's complaining we don't have jobs here.
Exactly.
So we are bringing all the people that have an experience in different sectors, so that we create a very creative team. Yeah.
It's actually very cool to hear.
Yeah.
And you're giving jobs in a way, man. You should be proud of yourself.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
But it's cool to see. Tell me a bit, how does your production work? Is it if it's not my imagination, it's just some mummies, grannies that that help stitching the socks, or do you have it with a machine already? How do you produce?
What we are trying to do is to build our factory. Currently our socks are produced in South Africa. The reason why is because no one is doing them here.
Yes, exactly. No, 100%. I know you have to do this.
So we have the starter point. I do the design. Once the design is done, then it's approved. Once it's approved, we send it to the factory. Once we send it to the factory, they approve. They look at the colors. They look at also how's the design. It might be difficult also for the machines, and then we take it from there.
See, man, but that's what I love about you and your team, that you guys hustle.
Yes.
I know it's the same way with us. We produce caps just to have some caps, but it's not. And then I got so tired that the quality and the style you get in Namibia is poor.
Yes.
So we also had to go to South Africa. So I like that you guys at least do a start. You're hustling your way from South Africa, and then have a bigger vision of bringing it one day here. That I can also say, I want custom socks.
Yes.
I'll come to you
the
guys.
problem we also challenge with that kind of the challenge we have is the fact that it quite takes a bit of time to come back to the country, and also if, for example, a mistake is done, It's difficult to rectify it, and just
exactly.
so
the shipping and the back and forth.
yeah,
and
the back and
admin
forth.
work.
Yeah, it takes a bit longer, and the money is going out of the countries, which is also the sad part. But we don't have any choice.
We have
Currently, probably by the end of the year, we should have our own factory running. That is the biggest dream, and employ a few, people, young people that are out there. Yeah, that's the whole dream. So yeah. Also, one thing that I forgot to note is the fact that we started with 70% of cotton. Now we're at 90%. The reason why we are doing this is because we want to make sure our quality becomes top.
Yes,
and we don't want people to complain, no, your quality is not good. And also
sweating themselves to death.
Definitely.
You want to show them this is what you get. This is what you pay for.
Exactly. The growth also. And also the reason why we want a factory here is because no one is doing the socks. And imagine also the army.
Yeah,
they are not producing the socks here, so it's a sad story. So we want to produce as a lot of socks, not only focusing on Gweri, but also in general, where we could, a few institutions can come in, school socks.
Exactly.
It's a pity. It's a pity how we have all these products made outside the country and
just import more from China.
We And so
we can
also do that. But it's just that we don't have the finances, which means
yes, obviously. But that's what I like about you. You guys are hustling from the ground up. There is not a big funding, but you have a dream of creating this, right? Yes. And you're pushing it somehow.
Which a lot of people always get stuck to a point where they always feel limited when they don't have money. Because I always tell people, start with the little you have. Imagine we started with 200 socks. And now we are at 1,500 going up. Yeah. So at the end of the day, we are not a brand that lasted for 10 years old. We are about to make 2 years now.
Yeah. That's why you are still a young startup.
You're still young.
That's why you're also here at Sessions. Sessions is all about pushing the startups.
I always tell people, never limit yourself and think there's no money. The money is there.
Yeah. You have to just get it. It's on the street.
Yes.
You just have to find a way. It's on the street. Yeah.
You just have to find a way.
The thing is, people don't have the patience to actually see this, or not just see it through. They don't have they want to start something and immediately be at the high point.
Yes, it's true.
There's no patience.
There's no patience, and they want to make quick money. For us, the way we run this business is we run the business by heart. You understand? Even though I can't buy a car with it now, at least it's what I want to grow and make it bigger. Even one day if I'm not there, somebody can run the company, and as generation go to another
when you
generation.
Say by art, I can see it. You're very colorful, man.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I love to be colorful because it keeps my day going.
It also shows you're positive.
Exactly.
You're very positive, and
I don't have any negative. Negative. I always try to push the negative away from me.
That's nice to hear, man.
The reason why I do that is because I stay in my own line. I even when I'm on social media, I don't try and see who is doing wrong, or I always just try and check what is happening, who's doing this and this, and if there's funny stories about that, I don't look at that. I just move on and I just keep on.
Yes.
No, that's we have the same principle.
Yes.
There's always a lot of competition going on.
Exactly.
But we always say the best way to actually beat the competition is just by keep on producing the work that you're known for, that has spoken to the people.
Yes.
So
you just produce, stay in your lane, become better.
And
that's all.
Yeah, I think.
I think it even ended up that you getting a deal with Nictos. Is you positive, man?
Yes, just positive.
And it's not big contracts and numbers.
And then we didn't
positive.
expect this. That it just came in like boom, boom. I'm like, oh, wow.
Actually, on that regard, do you see like a difference happening now since like before Nictos and now being at Nictos, or is it like it's still going the same way, or is it a bit?
There is difference.
What do you see?
Because a lot of people are coming on board now, and if it was not because of Nictos them, and then we couldn't have all this everybody coming on board. There's a few companies also coming on board.
Can I ask, is it maybe like a little milestone that you achieved in life, that some corporate company is believing in you, believing in the cause, joining in?
Yes.
And then it's kind of like you got in the first tick.
Yes.
And now they're like, okay, then now everyone is jumping on board because who are these guys?
Yes, but the reason why I'm saying this is quite successful for us as a first goal is because we're also learning, because we didn't work with corporates yet. So it's our first corporates to work with, and we have to learn from them to become better. If we have done mistakes, we are learning with them, and as time goes on, we are there are going to be a lot of companies obviously that are coming on board, and then we are like, oh yeah.
Basically, on that, I must actually ask: is it a rumor, or is it really true that you've met the president?
We have met the president. Yeah. Yes, we have met the president.
And how is it like?
It's cool. It's very like as I say, all this is like blessings.
Yeah.
I never expected this to happen within a few. Sometimes it takes long for you to be at a certain.
Obviously, yes.
So the fact that the president and the first lady recognizes the brand, because before I think a few batches of our stock, the first lady came to buy.
Awesome, man.
So she recognizes the brand. She knows who we are. And we also have meetings here and there just to work with her.
She's maybe just giving you some business tips or whatever, pushing you. It's humble of her.
So for us, it's wonderful, man. Like the support also from the big corporate, big boys, big guns. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I should say.
Yeah.
It's very.
I have this question for you regarding MTC.
Yes.
How did that being in the commercials now affect you, your brand? Positive.
I mean, mostly one is underground, right? You hustle your way up, you're underground, nobody knows. Nictos comes on board, MTC comes on board, you're going to visit the president.
Yes.
Because it happened in one day. You were here to do the interview, the live stream for Gondwana.
Yes.
And that same day, I saw the MTC ad. But I'm like, hey, but that's Zulu Boy.
Yes.
Yeah, Zulu Boy. Why is Zulu Boy now on the covers? He's not everywhere.
Wow, with the whole MTC came in, I was contracted through an agency. The agency, I've worked with them before. I was part of, and that's the thing people don't understand, because I've done work, but they did not recognize, they did not see if I was, because I was in one of MTC adverts before, as a dancer.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, as a Christmas advert for a smartphone. And then I think they just loved the fact, but I'm cool now and easygoing. I was like, oh wow, thank you so much for the opportunity. It's a 2 years contract. Which is very, very big for us as a brand. Also, we have also advertisement throughout the advert also. So I don't know what to say, man. It's really, really amazing. But I should say even...
But is business picking up, or are you seeing a difference now?
There is a difference.
I mean, corporates are now obviously honing
Definitely,
it down.
there is corporates coming in every day. There's always emails coming in. We want you to work. We want you to come to our event, which is really good for us. And
I've seen
also,
you actually at the, what is it, the market?
The market, yes.
I'm just not sure what it's called exactly.
We are at the pop-up market.
Pop-up market,
yes. Also Windhoek City Market, we also there. So they also called us in, like, come and bring in your products.
And I feel your stand stands out quite a lot, because you are bringing
the whole
that
thing
classy vibe with it, so to say.
Every time I always go out. We always go out. The reason why we want to do that is because we want to show the people we want to be creative as possible. We don't want to limit ourselves. So that's why we are always going out crazy.
That's very good.
And your positive vibe, man. You're selling the stuff.
My man, I should say I can sell anything. Even this, I can sell it.
I like that.
Empty, I can sell this. What is important is the mindset. I always tell people it's the mindset that you have.
Exactly.
If you have the right mindset and you believe in something, you can literally sell anything. Yeah.
I actually wanted to ask, what did you do with your first paycheck ever? Did you spend it all in one night, or did you say, no man, let me reinvest it, let me buy some other socks?
Well, this is the trick about my first paycheck. When I was at university, I used to work for myself. So,
doing what?
As a designer, graphic designer.
Okay.
So the first, I can't even recall when I got the first paycheck. But I should say every money that comes in, I always try to save it up.
Exactly.
Have fun with it also with it. You understand? I can't just work so hard and then I don't have fun in it.
100%.
So all the time I always try to make use of it, save a little bit, and also have fun with it. And then that's how it is. Yeah, but I don't say I should have the
But the very first one, did you?
I had to buy things. I have to buy things for myself, man. I enjoyed it, I had to buy.
I mean, happiness is also
rewarding
yourself with something. And like,
so I had to buy stuff for myself, and I take out a few friends just because I always believe in take care of the people that are around you because they are the most important people.
Exactly, and your team.
Yeah, the reason why I'm doing this is not because it's my personal strength. It's because all these people, my partner, everybody push me to be where I am in life, and I have to appreciate back and give them, back to them.
Humble of you, man.
Thank you so much, man. I think the humbleness also comes where I grew up, where it's about my background. My parents are very not too cultural, but there's a discipline in us that there's things to do and things not to do. If you come with friends at home, make sure we all eat at the same plate. Make sure if I bring in a visitor, I sleep down, they sleep on the bed, you understand? So that whole cultural thing has helped me also become who I am. And for me, it has also taught me not to if I don't have something, then I shouldn't go on and say I'm not doing this because I don't have it. So what I have is what I appreciate. The little that I get is what I appreciate it. If you give me $10, it's very big for me. I don't need you to give me $100 so that I can appreciate. So with the little that I get is what I look at. Yes. So that's why. Yeah.
I think the correct term is humble.
Again,
you're humble.
Tell me, how much do you guys use social media on a daily basis? Because I can see you guys are Insta storying like crazy.
Yeah,
you are pushing.
Let's social media is we came to understand that social media with business goes very well, and you have to engage with the people. You have to bring in the hype all the time. Make sure the people knows what is happening. Social media has really helped us in a way because when we created our account on Twitter, I should say Twitter really helps this support in the community with Twitter.
Yeah.
So
but in the Namibian market, right?
I should say the whole world. The whole world.
Yeah, obviously. But I feel now for you and establishing yourself in Namibia, is Twitter more the key that you went to, or is it more Instagram?
Yeah, Twitter and Instagram. Yeah. Facebook is getting there. There's also a real good market, but it's getting there.
Yeah, I actually have a question on that. How do you feel about Facebook? Is it like, how should I say it? Is it more like it's dying or it's not dying, or is like?
I should say. Twitter is for the new kids.
Okay.
New kids. It's quite cool. It's quite, people that are there, they are, I don't want to say educated. I don't want to say that, but I'm saying they are cool. They are like, it's a quite cool environment. Facebook is for everybody. Like, you can have family members there, but with Twitter, there's principles that you have to follow.
Yes, 100%.
You can't tweet anything. There's things to say on Twitter. You understand. So it's more of a cooler environment. Yeah. Yes. Conversation is very constructive. So there's things to say, and it's for the cool kids, I should say, and they're very supportive.
But I see you also using it more or less like a business tool, right?
Definitely. Yeah, it's actually our market because that's where we get more of the coins from.
Yes.
Yeah, and Instagram. So. Yeah, Facebook comes in hand. Yeah. So, but Facebook is very relaxed for us, I should say, and it's quite a bit slower.
Yeah. But I feel the younger market, like you said, is on Instagram, is on Twitter, so it's for you the market to be in.
Yeah.
I think we already established which platform are you mostly using for your business, and that is Twitter or again
Instagram.
Yes. Actually, on that regard, can we look up quickly what is actually your first Instagram post? Your first Instagram post that you've ever done?
It was the first picture was the cows at home, like the cattle at home.
Yeah.
I think
I'll put it into the video so the viewers can also see.
It's there.
Let's talk about that. Why did you post those
I had this
cows?
new phone and I had nothing to post.
Yeah.
So papa. There we go.
Yeah.
I think it was my first phone. Yeah, and then here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are, and we still want more. We still want to give more opportunities to younger people. We want to show the younger people that anything is possible.
Yeah,
anything is possible. Yeah. Back in the days, we also had this mindset of models being in adverts and all those kind of things. And I told a lot of kids, come on, just do yourself. Do you. Be in your lane. and opportunities will knock. Opportunities will just come. Yeah. If you work
it's
hard.
Your positive mindset, man.
Yes, if you work hard, everything will come in place.
Exactly. Everything that's also why I love, why I'm so passionate about producing sessions here for us. Is to actually show people it. You have to hustle your way up there constantly. It is not an overnight success. It's not something that will come tomorrow, and you have to work for it. The more you work on it.
Actually, my friends say they say I'm a workaholic because wherever I go, I'm always with my computer. Even if you are chilling, I just have to find a little space there and like go beyond my computer. Everybody's like, you are too, a workaholic. But I enjoy working, definitely. I enjoy working, and it's a thing in me now. So I just it's
your life. It's your passion and everything. You made it your everything. Sorry, you can go.
I actually also just wanted to say, is it a workaholic or are you just very passionate about what you do?
Passion and being because the whole thing that I'm afraid of my future. Because if my future is a bit not sure where I am going to, it's gonna be a bit of a.
I think it also demotivates you.
Exactly.
It takes you out of your positive space.
So at least what I'm trying to do is I'm very young. Let me get opportunities here and there before when I get older. Obviously, I want to get married, have kids. I want my kids to look up to me and say, "Daddy, wow, I can be bigger than you." So,
Daddy, are we getting socks for Christmas?
Exactly.
Again?
So again, and. It's so sad, like coming from the background, my background didn't allow me to have this kind of thoughts to be free. And it's mostly in the whole Aawambo tradition. We are not allowed mostly to be expressive and be ourselves. So I always tried to come up. I came up with this whole mindset, like I know our parents live in a different way.
Obviously, time changes.
Time changes, but then all I'm trying is to set an example and show that we can bring in a bit of change in our community, and that's what I'm always trying to fight about. Change in the community and make it a better community, because obviously I'm in the city right now, but I want to work so hard, so I transfer my work to my community. Make sure my community also gets this kind of opportunities in life. So I'm just looking at that. That's helping my community and just making sure our community is better.
But that being said now, not like totally conforming to cultural norms now. Has that been a big challenge for you?
What do you mean?
Like, would you say that people would, you know what you want to do?
Yes.
Maybe that's the correct term. Is it accepted by?
Well, I should say some have accepted it. Some are still going through a process of really understanding what is it, what I'm doing. Like I think a lot of my family members don't know what I'm doing. Some are like, "Oh wow, we see you!" Like,
yes, we see you on the ad, but we still don't know what it is that you're doing. Yeah.
So the whole idea is I'm trying to create so much content as possible, and just trying slowly by surely, trying to explain. Even my parents don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. What are you doing?
Man, I can elaborate the same with you.
What are you doing?
What is the internet?
What is the internet?
How do you make money through the internet? And how do you actually make sales but using a telephone?
So the whole idea is I came to understand that you have to go through educating the people. You have to achieve a few goals, make the money, go back to them.
And show them.
Show them money
from
A
to Z.
Show them that there's money here. And then I think they'll start believing and understanding. Oh, so this is what you meant. And this is, because when you convince them like this, trust me.
Tell me on the money thing, do you guys use Pay Today?
Pay Today? No, we don't.
Pay Today.
I have it on my phone, but hardly use it.
Do you use it in a personal capacity?
Personal, when I go and buy when I go buy products at different establishments. But we are trying to get a account with them so that when we set up our store, we'll have it by us.
So you're fully for it? You enjoying the?
It's not complicated. It's not complicated, I should say. It's easy going. So we don't have an account yet. So we are busy trying to get an account with them once we are established. But I've used it at a few establishments. It's quite cool.
For me, it's also again another startup company. Okay, they're not a startup anymore, but still, I like the guys that are innovative, bringing new things to the table. That gives you and me opportunity to actually put it into the business. And use it. So
I feel there's so much we can do, and I'm so
the money's
glad.
on the street. Nobody's picking it up.
Exactly, and so much we can do, and I believe everybody can get from the piece of cake.
Yeah, since you guys are doing so much Instagram stories
Yes.
and Twitter, do you feel like let me elaborate a little bit like this. A lot of people, if they get bigger celebrities, they stop commenting, stop answering to their followers. How's your mindset around that? Are you a person who gives comments back?
For me, I think I'm not famous.
Yeah.
I look at that in a way that because I don't want to have that mindset of thinking I'm famous and rich, because at the end of the day it loses your value as a human being.
No ego.
Yeah. I want to be, I wish I want to be like this until when I'm no more here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, somebody sees me in cab. Wow, is that not you on the? I'm like, yeah, it's me. But the whole thing is that I don't want you to have that mindset that I'm a human being. I should live like other people. I can't be special. Or I come to a place where I'm treated. Sometimes I don't like it to be more like treated special. I like to be with my people. I grew up in the hood. I grew up in Katutura.
Yeah, exactly.
So at the end of the day, I go and chill in Katutura.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I don't
and
want to
humble, you down to earth.
Yeah, I don't wanna be seen as a celebrity. I know sometimes people want to,
have the benefits of being a celebrity.
So why should I not comment? I don't understand why people shouldn't comment. Like, or send a reply to an email. Somebody is asking for a small request. Go for it.
That's actually how we got into contact. I feel it's easier to DM you guys on Instagram than sending emails.
If somebody's asking about the socks, I'll tell them.
So cool.
We have them. We don't have them. I shouldn't go, I'm waiting for somebody to reply. You understand. So at the end of the day, it brings you that level of being with other people, being with the people. Yeah. So I don't think I should really say I shouldn't stop. I should stop. I wouldn't advise myself to do that. I know that guy. Or maybe the money just didn't come in well yet. But I always tell, the good thing I like about my pata is the fact that he educates me in a way that he tries to keep me focused. So whatever I have to do, he's aware of it. And if it's not perfect, he's aware and tells me, Zulu, I don't think this is the right thing to do in public. I don't think this is the right thing to do. Or I don't think this is the right to be with these people. Because at the end of the day, people have different mindsets. Because when you're famous, people want to be with you. People want to associate with you. Yeah. But looking at people's environment, I shouldn't be with people, but some have negative thoughts, some have negative mindsets. So it's always better to be with people that I grew up with, people that knows my hustle from the beginning. Because every day I meet people on the street, they want to be my friends. This guy's cool. Yes, I understand. But the corporates are watching. Imagine you are in Friday, you are in smartphone campaign. The next thing I'm in Monday, the Namibia, I'm caught drunk. So at the end of the day, it also tarnishes my brand. And I always tell people, I want to keep my brand as alive. Even when I'm with people, I always tell them, please, if you are recording a video, it's okay to record, but just make sure we cover the right content, because right now videos go out there
and then crazy like this.
Yeah, it goes out there and then it goes viral. Next thing, I'm in newspapers. Next thing, nobody wants to work with me, and that's the reason why a lot of artists have gone down, and it's very sad. And we have to educate our people about these things, because at the end of the day, I'm a brand.
Thing online is not.
I'm a brand, so I wouldn't want to tarnish my brand just like that. Yeah.
Actually, in regard of the online and the whole digital thing and going so quick, is there any, I call it any digital shit that you are currently into? Anything that you say, hey Carlos, we need to get this thing, man. It's gonna make our production quicker, faster. I need this app. I need that.
We are working on our website right now.
Yeah,
we are working on our website. We are looking for a good website developer. A very cool one. Like, we want to have a very cool website where you feel you want to be there the whole day.
Exactly.
We also working on an app, because the whole idea is we want to make sure we are convenient.
Exactly.
Even when we sell.
Yeah. And you're going e-commerce as well?
Yes.
You have that in mind too?
Yeah.
So you're also ready to go e-commerce?
Definitely. Yeah. So we are trying to also bring in that whole vibe in and see how we can engage, because our brand is more about engaging with the people. Yeah. We want to engage with people. We want to hear what the people. And we also had, the good thing, we had competitions around the whole country with artists. So as we produce, we also have inspiration from our local artists, which they get money when we sell. Yeah, so in a way, we want to engage with everyone and make sure they feel it's their brand, because one day I want you to be like, oh wow, I did the design and everybody is wearing the design.
Nice.
So that's how we engage with everybody. Yes.
Outside of your fashion brand,
Yes.
I think you've spoken about so many things.
Yes.
But what else are you still like really passionate about?
Music.
Music.
Yes. I've been doing music for like 7 years now. I've won the NAMA Awards.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Well done.
Let me break a little bit. Guys, I'm famous, man. I don't know that I'm famous.
All the hidden talents. All the hidden talents are coming out.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Only if you will understand where I started.
Yes.
Yeah, now people are getting to notice, but the whole hustle started. Like I'm in a group, I'm in a band, I'm in a group. We are 4 guys. So with them, we started long time. And people only are starting to recognize us now, which is not bad, I understand. But people should understand everything that you do in life, you have to start from somewhere. And that's how we are.
And it's not an overnight success.
Yeah, it's not an overnight success.
Everything
we have performed where you are not paid. And sometimes, yeah, man.
I know that one. I know that one.
It's a struggle. It's so sad. Like our music industry is you can't have being there for like it's a full-time job. It's difficult and it's very stressful. And looking at a lot of talented musicians are the ones that are not really having a fixed job. It's so sad. So one of my dreams is always maybe one day to build something where I can accommodate a few people and help them where they can. So, but also the thing is that I can't help people that are not appreciative. I can't help people that don't want to work, you understand? Because sometimes we say we need to help people, but can that person try to work so hard so that we appreciate, you understand? I would rather want to buy, let's give it an example. You go to a street kid, but then you tell the street kid is asking you $10, but why can't you not bring the street kid by your house, teach him a few basics on how to do certain things, give him the knowledge, and then from there you can let him go and see if he can make a difference into his life. I would recommend that, because at the end of the day we want to give people the money, but we are not giving him their knowledge. Yes.
He will continue doing that actually.
Exactly. Yeah. So what I always try to emphasize on, give the people the mindset, the knowledge. When I give opportunities, even the people that I'm working with, we don't give them a lot of money. We make sure everything is provided.
Yes, and they can survive.
And they can survive on it. As long as they are working hard to make a difference in their life, that is more important for us. Yeah.
That's
what I look at.
Yeah, and that keeps going on.
Yeah, that's what I look at.
Tell me actually, what is your biggest life lesson that you've learned in the last 10 years now, from to being a musician to having gigs that are unpaid, to producing socks, to failing, to coming back again?
The worst thing is not getting paid, obviously, and not asking for 50% before, or 100. You know what? I've moved away from 50%. Now it's 100%. Yeah. If you don't have that 100% before I start, I'm not doing it. It's very sad, man, because sometimes you work, you do a project and then you're not getting paid. And sometimes not a lot of money. And I always tell people, why do you have to do this? At least give me 70% of the money, and then the 40%, if you don't give it, it's okay. Because at the end of the day, I need to eat. I need to,
yes, 100%. You need to hustle on somehow.
I have to hustle. So that is been the challenge. The payment, money, it's a problem. I don't know why people don't want to pay. And it's very frustrating. And I've learned one principle of keeping creatives happy. Pay them, give them the money. You never see creatives going crazy. They will never be depressed, to be honest. Because if a creative has money, at least to move on and live freely, I don't think they will be depressed. I think a lot of creatives kill themselves through depression because there's no money.
Yeah, and then they also feel like everything they do, their craft that they do is not worthy.
It's not worth
and
it.
They stop again.
Exactly. So I always tell people, just pay the people, pay the person. Why do you have to, No,
100% understand. So I quickly want to shoot into the speed round. A quick yes and no on questions. Something that I've already asked before. Instagram stories. Are you into that? Yes or no? On a personal level, but also on a business level.
Okay.
And are you into Instagram stories?
Yes.
Yeah.
Purely. Personal. Personal.
Also on the personal capacity.
And business. Yes. Yeah.
Great. How much do you sleep?
Ooh, that is a big challenge I have. Everybody's fighting about that. They always. I don't sleep actually. Six. Biggest complaint. I don't sleep. I'm still working on it because I always feel I want to work more. So I need to work on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me, following friends on social media, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Completely.
Yes. Completely.
Okay.
As long as the friend is bringing something that is positive.
Yes, and not negative.
Yeah. If it's negative, I won't follow. Sorry, I don't follow negativity.
Yes,
yeah.
I like that. Tell me, sports. Sorry, you can also elaborate in it.
Yes, I'm a big Man United fan. I also love playing football.
And yourself, also being in the gym, doing sports?
Oh, definitely. I'm working on that also.
Oh, you're working on that.
People think I'm getting fit now. Like,
okay.
The socks now is making me money. Now I'm like, guys, it's happiness. It's happiness.
Have you designed sports socks?
Yes, we are working on it.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Are you going to wear them for your own sports?
Definitely, even when I play football.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yes.
What are you currently consuming on YouTube?
I love comedy.
Comedy?
Yes.
Stand-up comedy?
Yes. Stand-up comedy.
Dave
keeps
Chappelle?
Me, yeah, Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, his new show is epic.
Yes. Also Trevor Noah. It keeps me going. Yeah. Music also on YouTube. Yeah, music.
So that's also your passionate or not passionate, what you are obsessed with currently?
My passion is doing music and just creating. Yeah. What I'm obsessed with, and I want to tap more into the whole sculpture. That's what I'm.
Sculpture.
Sculpture work. I want to do more of sculpture work, and I've done a few works, also paintings around the town. But I want to make sure that I paint the whole city. So when you come in the city, like that's Zulu Boy, Zulu Boy,
Zulu Boy everywhere.
Yeah, Zulu Boy everywhere.
Tell me, what motto do you live by?
What motto?
Yeah, what is it every day? Like you
stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Be who you are. Work, and that's all. Be happy. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, we've established that you barely sleep.
Yes.
So, what's your average working hours per day?
I sleep like 6 hours a day. 6 hours a day. So
I think that's actually the running time.
Really?
Yes. Between
6 hours.
Between all the entrepreneurs that we're interviewing, they're between 5 and 6 hours. Most of them sleep those. But it's only the one guy.
And I can't sleep before 12. I'll wake up early and then I'll look weird. So I always try to sleep from 1 to 6. Or 12. Yeah.
What do you prefer more, desktop or phone? Are you more on a computer or are you more on your phone busy?
Both all the time. That's what I'm saying. I'm a workaholic. Whenever I get a corner, I quickly have to work, and then I'm on my phone calls. So it's always busy. It's always hectic. I always try. And always working on designs. It never stops working. Yeah.
Great. Do you have a favorite app? Anything?
Favorite app? No, I'm not really into apps. Sorry. No.
No, cool.
I'm not into apps. Nah, I don't.
Not even a business app. Something that you use.
WhatsApp, obviously. It's every day.
WhatsApp is the number one business
exactly.
app for Namibia.
So, WhatsApp. WhatsApp and Instagram and all the social media apps. That's what. But that's not really my favorite. It's just tools I have to use because it's for better communication. But I shouldn't say that they are my favorites. But it's just that I have to use them.
And they're free tools that you can use on a daily basis.
Yeah. So I'm not really into apps. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got one. This is a very random one. But is there anything you would like to ask or say? Anything? I think this is almost a very philosophical question.
I would like to say or ask. I would like to say is that everybody can make money. Yeah. It depends on you if you want to make money. If you don't want to make money, you won't make money. But if you want to make money, you will make money. And never stop dreaming. Always go out there and make sure you get all the opportunities in life. Never limit yourself. Be positive. Stay in your line. And drink a lot of water.
Nice. Okay, that's good.
Who are you actively following at the moment on any social media platform? Anything that you're into that you feel I'm inspired to this person?
A lot of comedy work. A lot of comedians. There's a guy called Capo. He's Casper, your best friend. The guy's hilarious, man. You see the way they put their stories online. It's what they do every day, and it's always these funny things. So the whole fun keeps me going. So as long as it's fun, I'll always follow. Yeah.
Laughter is important.
Yes. So as long as they are fun, I'll always like to follow. Yeah.
Tell me any other business ideas that you currently have. Don't share your secrets with me, obviously, but I'm meaning anything that you're currently into, branching out to any new clothing. Like you mentioned it in the beginning, you are expanding into the fashion and more.
Yes, we as a Gweri Vintage Collection, we are gonna do products as clothes, also household products. Where
so Gweri is still gonna grow.
We are gonna grow.
There's no limits.
There's no limits. Yeah.
So if you tomorrow see bricks are selling.
Yes.
Depends on what bricks.
Apart from that, the whole Gweri Vintage Collection. I am at school at Culinary Arts. Becoming a chef.
How you feel about furniture?
Hey,
are you into furniture?
No.
Sorry, no, it's fine. Furniture, nothing?
Nah. Okay. So it's a new passion. It's a new thing that the reason why is I want to open up my restaurant. Something new.
So we're actually gonna do wine.
We're also gonna do wine, alcohol.
We have a few meetings with them. We just working on it.
We
wanna call it gwine.
Gwine.
Very wine.
Gwine.
Okay.
So
the catchphrase we use for that is Dirty Babalasi.
Dirty Babalasi.
This one doesn't have babalas.
So the whole concept is that we want to tap in the whole alcohol industry. I know people are going to be like, why? It's nice. There's good money there. That's why we produce our products, is because we want to make sure you associate yourself, because at the end of the day, you are saying, I want to buy this alcohol, but I want to see, does it really have babalas? And then pow, a full crate. They're like, hey. So the whole concept is we try to make sure we play around with, being just around people and how they're feeling and all those kind of things.
Basically, will go first with the fashion market, fashion and wine and those things.
I can basically already see your ad. It is a Gweri socks.
Yes.
But it is a Christmas sock
with
a bottle of wine in it.
Definitely. Yes. So exactly, that's how our brand works. Our brand works in a way that it brings in everyone to bring in ideas. So we are not saying we steal people's ideas. I know some might say, why are you taking my idea? No, we are inspired. We are getting inspired by you and then make it ours. So that's what. And a lot of people don't understand that, because we all inspire. Everybody inspires somebody, and somebody learn from that to become, So definitely that's what we are looking at now. So we can't wait to make the whole nation have babalas.
Nice. Yeah, cool. I think we're almost at the end. I still have a question. Is there any last advice you would give us?
The advice is that I know so much, a lot of our creatives. My concern is all more on creatives. I know these tough times, they're always going through tough times, but I always tell them just they should be themselves. Opportunities are out there. Trust me. These opportunities are out there. It's just, how do you present yourself to people? How do you present yourself to opportunities? Every day when you go to a club or you go to chill, there is always somebody that has a way, or there's somebody that works in a company that you could know and partner up with and help you out. So I always tell people, please, wherever you're in public, make sure you are well presented, and make sure you take care of yourself. So much we love alcohol as a nation. We should consume less, become productive. Make sure you are always working, because it keeps you going when you work all the time, and stay away from negative people. And
So Zuluboy, tell us, where can our viewers find you? Can follow you online, whatever you have.
We are all on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Gweri Vintage Collection. That's our name. You can get us on 085-2616-380, or our email is gwerivintagecollection@gmail.com. So if you need anything regarding that, please feel free to contact us. And sometimes people might. There was a time I met a lady in a shop, and she was like, "Zulu, why don't you guys reply to our messages?" I told her, "No, there's no way we can't reply to our messages, or if we are so busy, we'll at least reply after an hour or so." And people should also understand that sometimes we put the information out there, but what you're asking is out there. So I'll always advise people first to read and then see. Like for example, they ask how much is the prices, but the prices are there on there. You understand? So as a nation, we have to move on and become a nation where we are responsible for what. When you ask a question, it should be that the information is not out there. and then see how best we can, So,
awesome stuff, man.
Yeah, man. But thank you so much for having me.
Same here. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for talking about your brand.
I can't wait to come back with our wine and then we do the tasting.
Yes, please.
And some custom socks for Pro Studio, please.
Definitely.
At least I know I don't have a babalas.
Yes. Yeah, you want a babalas. Trust me, you want.
Nice.
Yes.
So yeah, guys, thanks again for watching in the episode. Don't forget to hit the subscribe on your way out and the bell, please. So yeah, give us a like and hope to see you all in the next sessions. So thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
You all for joining.
Okay.